Brandon sent me an email recently asking me to elaborate on a concept that I referred to in one of our performance podcasts, the difference between good biomechanics and the path of least resistance. As a human being, our body tends to go to the path of least resistance. The easiest illustration I can give you is running. The body would prefer to run with your shoulders back, hips tucked underneath you, and landing on your heels. A very efficient runner will do the exact opposite. They will fall forward. If you're filming them from the side, you're going to be able to draw a plumb line from their chin through the side of their knee and right to their foot touching the ground, that point of contact. You're going to notice that a good efficient runner, their foot comes up quite high to their bum. If you look at somebody who's running very inefficiently, they're going to almost be dragging their heels. They're going to be sitting back, very low leg turnover. An efficient runner's in the range of 180 and above from a cadence standpoint, how often their feet hit the ground. So when I say in a performance podcast, the body would tend to gravitate towards the lazy way. It is a biomechanical train wreck because as you start to fatigue, your body will gravitate towards the lazy route. So I want you to zoom out and think about this. No matter what your sport of choice is, you're starting to become fatigued, then your biomechanics breaks down at precisely the time you're getting tired, which almost, if you could think about it, almost has a compounding effect, almost to the point of being exponential. So let's think about this. If you're out running a half marathon and you get to the halfway point and you start to become tired, well, now your shoulders fall backwards, you start landing on your heels, your hips tuck underneath you. The effort it takes for you to get the next step becomes incrementally more difficult, less and less economical, less and less efficient, slower. So now you're out there longer, working harder. We've actually videotaped some half marathon runners, and it's interesting, the very best runners that we have, if you film them at mile 1, mile 5, mile 10, and at the finish line, you literally can overlay that video and their biomechanics do not fall apart. It does not mean that they're not feeling like they want to stop. They definitely do. But when you're looking to improve your efficiency, you have to have a foundation of strength and flexibility. You have to have a consistent source of electrolytes, fluids, and sugar. And when you get those two merge together, now I can ask for better biomechanics. As we always say, it's not about always going faster as much as it is not slowing down as much. And that's a takeaway I want for you to have in this video here. When you find yourself starting to fatigue, ask yourself, what are my fundamental biomechanics? If they're starting to fall apart and you can be mentally cognizant of it, you can offset it, you can prolong. How long can you go fast before being tired slows you down significantly? So, Brandon, appreciate the question. I hope I did a legitimate job of explaining it. Do me a favor, if you happen to have a question, send it in to me and my team. We'd love to answer it. We're doing so every day here, every morning on YouTube. We're releasing a new video. Send it to contact@coachrob.com. I really appreciate your time here today, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow morning.